So every year, everybody knows about New Year's resolutions. A lot of us do it, a lot of us don't. And in general, we all know that it's good to set goals, right? But there's definitely a strategic method that you should be taking when setting these goals. So my first tip when it comes to setting goals in general, but especially New Year's resolutions for the new year, is to make them attainable. Abundance is out there for all of us, and I want us all to live in an abundant mindset and not a lack mindset. So that's not to say that you're not able to achieve everything that you want to achieve. It's just understanding that you might not be able to do that all in one year. But if you're taking important steps towards it, that's the important part. You have to give yourself grace, you have to be realistic, but you also should be pushing yourself. So it is a hard balance to find, but I just don't want you at the end of the year to be upset because it was another year that you didn't complete the goals that you wanted to complete. Now, step 2, when it comes to setting New Year's resolutions, would just have to be to find a numerical value to whatever it is that you're trying to do. So instead of lose weight this year, you need to set a certain amount of pounds or a certain amount of body fat that you would like to be at. You have to give yourself a range and you have to be realistic when it comes to it. But instead of just saying something like lose weight or have a 6-pack, you can say, I, no matter what, will go to the gym at least 3 to 5 times a week. So just breaking it down into easier steps. Another one could be, I want to become a reader this year, or I want to read, this amount of books, 100 books, but you've never read a book in your life the whole way through, where you keep opening it up and then coming back to it because you never finish. Instead, break it down to, I will read 5 pages, 10 pages, 1 chapter a day. That way it's something attainable. You can do it every single day to achieve it. And then by the end of the year, you'll realize, oh my gosh, after reading X amount of pages a week and, going further and further every time that you saw that you liked it, you've read this amount of books. And then next year you can set a different goal that's even higher, because you don't want to set a goal and then look back in 6 months to a year and be like, oh, well, I haven't done anything with that. Or maybe your new goal is to start a business. Well, you don't have to have $1 million business by the end of the year, but have you taken the steps day by day, week by week, month by month that has added up to something by the end of the year? So that leads us into my third and most important tip, in my opinion, which is the idea of the compound effect. So what is the compound effect exactly? Well, it's the idea that every habit, every micro habit that you have will lead to a certain outcome, negative or positive. So for example, if you wake up and you scroll on your phone right away first thing in the morning, it might not feel like it's affecting you too much throughout each individual day. But after weeks, months, years of doing this, you'll really notice that you're a more irritable person, you're more anxious throughout the day, etc., etc. Whereas on the flip side with the compound effect, you can also wake up and make your bed first thing in the morning and then read a book. And if you do that over a certain amount of time, you'll notice your vocabulary is better, your brain function is better, you have more energy and creativity throughout the day. So those are just 2 opposing examples of how the compound effect works in your life. So if you're setting an overarching goal, right, you want to break it down, you want to make it attainable, and you want to be consistent. So overall, those are your 3 steps. So again, don't beat yourself up for goals that you haven't necessarily hit yet. It's probably just that you're not making your goals correctly. So if you're smart about it, if you're intentional, and if you visualize it, believe it, and know that it's yours every single day, you will achieve your goals. You are capable of anything that you want to do in this life, anything, but nobody's going to come and do it for you. I believe in you, and just stick with them, be consistent, and be gracious with yourself, because we're going to have hard days. Not every day is going to be perfect. You're capable, you got this. Everybody hang in there for the holidays, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, night. Just be a light and a person full of positivity to everybody that surrounds you, and we got this. Bye.